Laced Up Nation was really, really good. Duh. Wesley, what's
Yeah.
up? What's popping? What's good, buddy?
Yo, are you wearing pants?
No comment.
Bro, I'm wearing pants. I want the people to know.
Okay.
that I'm wearing pants.
I'm glad you're wearing pants, but I'll leave it up to you guys' imagination.
Damn, bro. I don't know if I can do this. It's gonna be bothering me. But no, you were saying that some dude was on national TV, like.
Yeah, well, like nowadays everybody's doing it like what we're doing, right? Just like remote interviews, remote video conferences, things like that, and a lot of people are just not wearing pants. This is just they'll get their nice top look, they'll brush their face, they'll brush their hair or whatever, and get a nice little suit top going. But a lot of people just aren't wearing pants, and that's fine, right? As long as you look presentable in the meeting, that's fine. But you can't let it show. You can't let it show. That's the thing. And so my dude was sitting on there. I think it was like ABC or I don't know, one of those network interview things. And he looked good. He had his suit, but you could just see like a couple inches of his legs on each side.
Yeah. He just let it slip.
And he was just sitting there like happy. And I'm thinking like, I think maybe he figured out halfway through, but you can't like do anything, right?
Yeah.
You can't just like stand up.
Yeah.
It'd be even worse. So I think he just kind of like rolled with it. I don't know. Maybe he didn't notice. I don't
know. Second thing.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm wearing a hat for this just because I don't really comb my hair anymore.
Yeah.
It's not something that is a part of my life at this particular moment.
Look at this. You see this?
Yeah.
I was trying to hide this, but you just like brought it up, so I had to show everybody what type of bad situation I'm in. Look at this.
Wow, bro, you look good, bro.
Bro, look at that.
You got all these clean sneakers behind you, and this is all raggedy mop. Oh man, that's funny.
So thanks for dry snitching on me, dog.
You wear a hat like when you're just lounging in your own house?
Sometimes.
I do actually sometimes.
I like, you know what? I like getting dressed up though.
Yeah.
Like even though I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm doing something. Cause there's been days where like I do my whole work day in the same thing that I slept in.
Yeah.
And like that whole day is just kind of like.
I think there's data that supports the benefit of dressing
keeping your routine
good,
probably is what it is.
Just for your own sake. And I don't know if there's data, but I heard someone say that once.
Well, like just keeping your routine is probably the more important thing. Like regardless of getting
at first I like was only showering once every like 3 days, but I've
well, that's actually pretty healthy for you anyways.
Really? To just not shower?
Yeah, like shower every other day. As long as you're not like I mean, if you're like really active, if you're really active and you're sweating a lot, obviously you got a shower. But if you're not, because it dries out your skin, bro. It's healthy. I know all about skin, bro. I have eczema, bro. So I'm telling you, showering and washing your hair every single day or twice a day is not good.
Dang, bro. I'm just like baffled that I didn't know you had eczema. And you're like my closest friend.
I'm pretty sure you do, or you did at some point and you forgot.
Yeah, but see, that's why you're not surprised that, because I forget things. Real quick before we get too far into this and lose listeners, but as you've told me, everyone listens from start to finish, every single listen, right? If you have any fitness equipment, specifically dumbbells that you're not using, and you're willing to part ways with, please let me know. It'd be for a good cause, because I have students with some emotional, behavioral things going on that benefited greatly from weight training. So they aren't able to access the weights at the school anymore. So if you got any and you want to be plugged for a good cause, let me know.
Help out the kids, yo.
Yeah, help out the homies.
So, bro, what are we doing? Why are we here? Why are we back? Why are we back?
Well, this is just bench mob, bro. This podcast.
Bench who?
Bench mob.
Bench who?
Bench mob. This is just. This podcast is just like what our friendship is, bro. It's just like an expression of our friendship. I feel like, bro, I was thinking about that. It didn't sound as corny in my mind, but now that I say it out loud, I'm like a
whatever, bro. I respect it. I respect that. Yeah, of course. I agree with it. So
I love you, dog. Me too. So what would I be talking to you about on a normal day? I've decided to start recording my progress for a specific endeavor that I've taken upon myself.
Hold on, bro. This sounds like you're about to go on like a Lord of the Rings quest or something.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you can hear the music in the background, man. It's funny you say that. I was a huge fan of those in high school. But no, man, I'm trying to increase my vertical leap, bro. I'm trying to prove that white men can jump with a steady exercise regimen, a balanced breakfast, and just hard work. So,
hey, bro, Pat Connaughton was in the dunk contest this year.
Yeah.
Rick Barry, or not Rick Barry. Yeah. No. Rick Barry? No, not Rick Barry. One of the Barrys.
Oh, there was a white boy in there. Yeah.
One of the Barry kids. I can't remember which one. He won it. Yeah. He won the slam dunk contest.
Yeah. So my whole life, I mean, I'm 6'5". I'm decently tall.
No, dude, you're tall. That's not decently tall.
Yeah, and I can, like within my social group of guys I play basketball with, like I feel like I'm a solid player, but I've never really been able to jump that high. At least like, I mean, I get rebounds and stuff, which is weird, and I can score, but like I don't know if it's mental, but dude, I'm just like I got no bunnies when it comes to dunking a basketball, historically speaking, at least. And I can do it. Like I've always been able to do it a certain number of times out of 10 if I try 10 times, but never like every time. And it's like, it just bothers me about myself, especially because I let it get to me when people are like, bro, if I was your height, I'd be bamming. And I'm like, yeah, you probably would be. But yeah, I don't know. I have time now, so I want to change that about myself. And I have dunked in pickup games twice, but the goal, that was like in college. And the ultimate goal now is to do that one more time, at least. I want to like dunk in a pickup game, like an actual game setting. You know what I mean?
So, yes, I do know what you mean. So, like you said, we're pretty good friends. So I've known you for a while.
Yeah, dude.
This isn't a new concern or like thing that you have like thought about yourself.
Bro, this
okay. So why should anybody believe that this is going to be different?
Well, because it is different already. Okay. I started 3 weeks ago, and I think my vertical is up at least. I don't know, man. I'd have to show you the videos because I don't know inches.
You don't know the inches, but you know it's increased.
So I've always only been able to dunk like going off 1 foot and with one hand. So I go off my left foot and with my right hand. And now I can dunk off 2 feet with one hand and off 2 feet with two hands. And I have video of me trying to do that at the beginning of this little like program I'm doing. And it's just like my least favorite video I've ever recorded of myself, but I did it. So yeah, I'm just basically, the reason we're talking about now is I'm going to do a little before and after. I'm going to start releasing little videos and me talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And because you kind of convinced me to do that. You said that it would be interesting to like,
It's all about the journey, bro. People like to go on journeys. That's why we watch movies. That's why we play video games. That's why we read books. That's why we watch YouTube videos. We like to go on journeys.
Yeah, and what I'm doing here is I'm gonna try to make it informative about how to set and achieve goals.
Gotcha.
That's what I want y'all. Really, I just want y'all to see video of me dunking as much as possible, man. This is probably just like a real thirsty thing to be doing. You know what I mean? Like now that I can do it, I'm like, oh, I'm trying to help people. I want everyone to see what you can do if you set your mind to it. But now, like all the years of me not dunking, y'all can see video of me doing it now, man. It's just the thirst is just real, bro. Like straight social media thirst, bro. What's coming for all of you?
So right now, though, you used to not be able to dunk with two hands, and now you can?
Never.
Okay.
I can, yeah.
Because I've always thought like being able to dunk off 1 foot versus 2 foot is not necessarily jumping ability. It's just like your timing. Like you got to get used to it. Like if you're used to jumping off 1, jumping off 2 is really hard. If you're used to jumping off 2, jumping off 1 is hard. But the fact that you can dunk with 2 hands, that's a real sign of improvement. You know what I mean? Because you can reach higher with 1 hand than you can with 2. So that's pretty dope, bro. So what do you think? Like weekly videos, bi-weekly, something you don't know yet?
Like one or 2 videos a week. It's gonna be dope, bro. All right, so I'm gonna put a first video of me, the before video of me dunking of 1 foot, and it's like, bro, it's I jump such a little amount even on the video where I dunk that it like doesn't even look cool. Like it'd be like a 7-footer, like just barely getting up to do it. You know what I mean? And
I have no sympathy.
No, I know.
Because
by the way, I
like you're the thing that you're calling sad is a dunk.
True. So you're right. But and then I'm gonna also I'm just gonna post a before video of me trying to dunk off 2 feet and just being not able to do it. And then each week I'll post a video. So I'm gonna, it's not gonna be in real time because I've taken a bunch of videos already.
Yeah. But at some point it will be.
Yeah.
It'll catch up. So what's like, okay, so we know your goal is to dunk in a game. Well, we don't know what the next time you're gonna be able to play in a game is.
Right.
So what's like your 2-month goal or something, like to be able to take off from a certain point or touch a certain point? Like what's the goal right now? Or should we set it right now?
I don't know. Let's talk about what's my 2-month goal?
So let's say this. You should go out there right now.
Yeah.
And go up to the rim and touch as high as you can on the backboard. See if you can get to the top of the square.
I know I can't.
Of course, I know you can't get to the top.
Oh, that's
my
goal.
The top of the square. The top of the square is what, like 11.5. Okay. So you should go up and see how high you can get up on top of the square, and improve that.
Okay.
Because dunking, I don't know how to measure that, bro. You okay, you can dunk with 2 hands, but I don't know how to.
Are you happy for me that I'm doing this, bro?
Yeah, bro, for sure. Because like I know how.
Tell the people how I've struggled with this, man.
Well, no, that's what I was about to say. Like I think it's a little like I've always thought it was like, bro, like I don't get why he's so like salty about it. Like he can dunk. It's not like he can't dunk. He can dunk. He just is not Vince Carter. That's what I always thought. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I know how much like how important it is to you. So like just to see that you've already made an improvement in like 2-3 weeks. Yeah. That's like really cool. And yeah, bro, I've always wanted like one of my favorite, when I play basketball, I'm not really into scoring. Like I can score, I'm okay. Like I can shoot a little bit, whatever. But my favorite thing is defense and passing. Yeah. And my favorite thing to do is like to have a homie on the court, and when I throw the ball up to him and dunk it, I've only done it like a few times, like not that many people that are on that level that I've played with. So I've always wanted to throw you an oop in the middle of a game.
I'm doing this for you, man.
Bro, and I've tried. You don't lie to the people. You told me before a couple games, like, okay, if you see it, throw it. And I've thrown them, and you don't go get them, even though I swear you could have got them.
Yeah, you've thrown.
I know on 2 specific occasions I've thrown it, and you just like looked at it and you like just grabbed it out of the air, came back down, and laid it up.
Bro, it's comical how people throw me alley-oops and I'm just like completely unable to even make it look like I'm capable of doing it. Like I just like I just can't. But maybe I can now, man.
Well, no, but for real, bro, I am happy for you, and it's cool, like, because I think deep down it really is like for you, and that's the important thing. Yeah. But it is cool that you are going to be able to just through your journey and through your struggle, you're going to be able to help people indirectly, So I think that's really cool. Even if the main goal is to help yourself, that's fine. It's not selfish or inconsiderate or anything. Yeah. Like that's what everybody should be doing, focusing on the goals they want to achieve.
I know a good part of it is for myself.
That's good.
I feel like a little bit of it is just like because it bugs me that like I haven't done this in front of people, and that's probably mad petty. But I mean, whatever. I'm just gonna do it. I don't really care,
bro. I'm just excited to the point where you're gonna be running down the lane, and I'm gonna see you, and I'm gonna throw it, and I'm just gonna like, you know how when Steph Curry or Klay Thompson passed it to Steph Curry and he just started running away and just put his hands up because he knew Steph was gonna drain it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw the ball up. I'm gonna throw the ball up, and I'm gonna just run back on defense.
No, bro.
Because either way, I'm going on defense. Either you're gonna like get.
No. We're in the playoffs, okay?
Okay.
We're the Lakers. We're playing Portland. It's like the Shaq and Kobe era, right? You're Kobe, dude. You're gonna cross this dude at the top of the key.
By the name of Scottie Pippen.
Put a nice move to split the defense and then throw it up. And then I'm
cross Scottie Pippen. Make sure you say that I'm gonna cross Scottie Pippen up.
You're gonna cross over Scottie Pippen, and I'm Shaq. I'm gonna bam it, and then I'm gonna go back on defense. Be like, yeah, dude, that right there.
You know, he said he was pointing up to his kid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
His family was up in the box seats. He was pointing up at them.
I will adopt a child and bring him to every pickup basketball game I play in.
Bro, work on your vertical before you think about handling a child.
Start a family. Oh man, yeah, dude. So that's what I'm doing on the queue.
Yep.
What about you, man? What you been up to, bro?
Bro, honestly, I've just been like, you know, scheming up ideas for the pod and for the channel and all that. Like, definitely that. The other thing I've just been like, I just have like, obviously we all have a bunch of time. I've been able to watch not just highlights. Everybody's watching highlights of like old stuff. I've been watching like full games and full old fights all the time. Like that's like what I do in my free time is just watch old games, watch old fights, and just like come up with things. So one of the next things I'm trying to get set up is reviewing games and reviewing old fights. So I'm just kind of watching all these old things that I hadn't really ever had the time to really deep dive into. So that's really cool, and it's exciting, and it's man, I just love it. That's what I love to do. But the other biggest thing, bro, is that I'm finally training again, like not to the highest level like when I was in track. When I was because I ran track in college, and you know, in high school I was a 3-sport athlete throughout, and so back then I was like training every single day. There was no day off. There was literally no day off every single day. But literally now I'm working out every single day, and like even right before this podcast, I went and ran that hill that we ran last week. I went and ran those sprints before this. And yeah, bro, I'm getting in shape. I've been thinking about, I don't know, I'm debating. You should let me know if I should do it or not. Along with your vertical journey, I want to put up like my fitness journey, because I've already lost like, my goal is to lose 30 pounds, right? I was up at 175. I want to get down to 145. And right now, last time I weighed myself was on Sunday. I'm at 156-ish.
Hey.
So like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think I'm gonna start posting those videos too as well. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Out here, bro.
We're just bettering ourselves as humans.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like, it sucks that like the conditions that have enabled us to do this are not favorable, but at least we're responding, man.
At the end of the day, bro, like, well, I mean, nah. It's just the only good thing is that some people have the liberty and the privilege to have time to do these kind of things. And if you're in that position, you should take time to not only help other people, but to take advantage of that and you know, do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to start a business or do like some crazy thing, but just take time to take care of yourself and your family. And that's a privilege that you have. So I don't know, man. It's an interesting time.
If you're privileged like we are, you shouldn't waste your time though.
No, I'm saying, but like if what makes you really happy, in my opinion, is like watching movies. Yeah. And like really, I don't know, like maybe that's like a thing that you love to do. Yeah. I think that you should take advantage of that and like do that. You don't have to, I don't think it's a necessity to like learn a new language or write a book or whatever. Like just focus on fixing yourself, because a lot of times that's what causes a lot of anxiety and mental health issues is that, hey, look at me, I have a house and I have all this, and there's other people who don't have anything who are doing way more, and that just causes even more anxiety, right? Yeah. So if in this time you can just relax and take care of yourself mentally, physically, take care of your family, if that can be your goal, I think that's taking advantage of it, in my opinion. I don't know.
Do a lot of soul searching, you know.
There you go.
I've gotten to know myself a little. You want to know what I learned about myself, bro?
No.
All right, I'm gonna tell you. I figured out that I kind of walk weird, bro. I have like a weird gait, dude.
No comment.
Because I saw the video of me walking after I dunked it. I was like, I kind of like stick my shoulders out when I walk. You know what I mean?
Bro, you remember that story you told me where I'm not going to call out any names or where you were working at the time, but some people were like talking behind your back about you like walking weird? You remember that story? Yeah. I remember every detail, so I'm not going to say where you were working.
Wait, we were at the store, so people were talking about how I walk, bro.
No, I don't know. You told me a story about you used to work at this place, and then like you went out with the coworkers, and then the dude that you were homies with told you later that these other people were like talking stuff about you, and they were like annoyed about like how you walk.
Yeah, John walks weird. Yeah, it got in my dome. But then I didn't think anything of it after a while. But then I've just been doing a lot of soul searching. I've changed I'm gonna own it though, bro. I'm not changing for nobody. You know what I mean,
bro? To be honest with you, you do have a little bit of a hitch in your step.
Yeah.
But I always thought because I know you have like some back issues.
Yeah.
So I always thought it was just kind of related to that.
People don't know what I've been through, bro. People don't know, man. They're gonna try to walk a day in my shoes. Oh man. Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's. Oh, I've been making beats too.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Fruity Loops or what?
Yeah, FL Studio, but like the
Soulja Boy, tell him what?
No, yeah, I got the FL Studio, man. I got FL Studio. I've been making beats, and I'm just learning. I'm just in love with music. Shout out to the Hill Kids versus Bourbon Stunners rap beef that took place circa 09. That was the first.
It was before that.
Was it? Okay, yeah.
09 is when we graduated, bro. That was like sophomore year.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the people know. Trevor and I were once at odds with each other in a very big way.
Bro, like honestly, I was in the Bourbon Stunners for one song, and it was for one verse.
It was like the dopest song. You guys totally. Okay, context. Trevor and I were in rival rap groups in high school at our school. Trevor was into Bourbon Stunners with Pat and Tyler and who else? Tom. Yeah, Tom Wilsey. And then myself, Evan, Max, Bryce, and Tim. Those are just random names to a lot of you. But we started a rival group known as the Hill Kids.
I never got to know Tim. Like I always like
shout out Tim.
I always like heard of him and all this stuff, but I never like really met him. I think I met him once. I don't know.
Shout out Tim. He's a cool guy. Yeah, we were the Hill Kids, man. And
so what's up? What's up with this?
Real, bro. I'm just saying that was the first time I made beats, and that was my role in the Hill Kids. I made beats, and when the beef escalated between us and the Bourbon Stunners, it took the love out of it for me, because you were my brother, bro, and we were at odds.
Quit lying, dog. Quit lying, bro.
But now that I'm on the queue, I got these sounds inside of me, bro. So,
bro, I think you need to say what the queue. I don't know, when you said I'm on the queue, I don't have no idea what the queue you're talking about.
Quarantine, bro. It's the queue.
I think you're the only person who calls it that.
Brandon Pulpus. Brandon Pulpus started calling it the queue, and then
both of y'all are corny, bro.
Nah, dude.
Both of y'all are corny for calling it that.
Nah, bro. Shout out Brandon Pulpus. He was a guest on the pod at one point in time. Yeah, man.
So what's up with the beat making though? Are you making them
I'm wondering if I should.
Are you just doing it for fun? Are you doing it because you really want to do something with it, or what? Are you just exploring?
That's what I was gonna ask you about, bro. I was reading this book. It was called The War of Art. And
The War of Art. That's a nice little.
Yeah, it was by a writer. So The Legend of Bagger Vance, that was a book before it was a movie, and the book was highly critically acclaimed. I don't know. I never saw the movie, and I know the book was really different from the movie. But the guy who wrote this book, and he talks about like the first half of the book is about he calls it resistance, and it's all those forces inside of you that try to stop you from doing what you love or doing a thing that is, you know, you should do, like writing or painting or music, or you know what I mean, podcasting, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so the first half of the book is about all the ways that resistance manifests itself, and then the second half about it is like how you fight that. And he says you got to turn pro. And he's like, it's got me wondering, like, and anything you decide to do, you have to decide if it's just a hobby or if it's just, but if it is a hobby,
that's clear.
You're limited. And, you know, he's saying that, like, if you love it, like, you got to just turn pro. And I was like, well, I can't just quit my job and start making beats.
But you can.
I guess I could, man. So we could start podcasting about you walking me through the process of quitting my job to become a hip hop producer. But I love it, man. I've been doing it. I've been putting hours in, and I know I don't think I would quit my job to make beats, but I would try to make a job involving music and learning about, you know, like I might start like making videos about beat making or a podcast about beat making where I interview like producers, or you know what I'm saying, like these are the types of things going through my head. So, and that would, I don't know, what you think, bro?
I think this is a perfect platform to start doing that.
Yeah, man. What, like the quarantine?
No, like just bench mob. Yeah, dude, just I'm like obsessed with how beats are made and like unpacking it, and I watched a ton of YouTube videos about how producers make beats and where they get their samples from and stuff like that. So do you feel like you have that talent?
I do. I feel like I have the sounds inside of me, but like it's hard learning this software, and it's hard like figuring out how to get it out, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do feel like I have like the sounds inside. You know, it's like, you know what I mean? That sounds really like played out, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, the only way to know is to really do it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because you could feel that way and then not be true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't, just because you feel like that don't mean nothing. You got to actually do it.
Yeah. And what do you think, that like you either have talent or you don't?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. See, I guess you just do it and you put your heart into it.
Talent is not everything though.
I know it's not everything, but like you have to reach that point where you've done everything you can to create space for your talent to come out.
Well, here's the thing.
If it just doesn't show up, it doesn't show up.
Here's the thing. To get to the NBA,
yeah,
you have to have a minimum level of talent.
Yeah.
Like you can't go there without talent.
Right.
Okay. It doesn't matter how hard you work. If you don't have the minimum talent, you will not make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you have the minimum talent to make it to the NBA, it is possible for you to be better in the NBA than somebody with more talent than you.
Right.
Right. But you still have to have the minimum talent.
That's my question. NBA. How do you figure out if you have
like what I just said before? The only way to actually know how much talent you have is to really do it.
Right, but there's like, how do you know? Like, is there a point where you're like, I've been doing it, and like, I just don't think I have talent? Do you know what I'm saying? Is there a point where that becomes obvious to you?
I don't know. That's tough. In the NBA, it's easier, right? Like,
to determine that,
because like it's hard, right? Because there probably are a lot of people in the world who have the minimum talent to be in the NBA but aren't in the NBA for various reasons. But
right. Like you,
if you're not,
like you and me,
exactly. But if you don't have at all, like if you're not even close to the talent, that's easy to tell. So the thing is, You don't have to worry. You shouldn't worry about that though at all.
Just do it.
Because you can't change that. You can't change your talent, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. You can't change your talent. You have your talent, whatever your talent is, level is, that's what it is. Yeah. The only thing you can do is work as hard as you can and then see. Yeah. And maybe that's the scary part about it though. Like, you don't know. Like, it might take you 20 years to realize you don't have talent.
Well, I'm going to say something that is not going to surprise you that I'm saying it based on what you know about me. And I'm probably not going to be surprised by your response. Okay. But at first I started to get into it and I was like, yeah, it's dope. But then I was like, man, like, I'm 28 and I'm just starting this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Is there going to be a point where, like, forget about success? Is there going to be a point where I just feel like this isn't even like what I should be doing at my age? You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I'm too old now, but I'm not too far away from a point where those thoughts might creep into my head. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
I don't know. See, that's see, I thought you were just going to be like, no, that's stupid. But, like,
well, what I'm asking you, like, what does that mean? Like, you think you should have money, or you should have like a house, or like have a family, or
like
something?
Yeah, if I'm gonna be putting all my free time, you know, say I like commit to this, and forget about quit my job. Like, we'll take the Gary Vee approach where you can have a job in your career and you just maximize all you moonlight, right? Mornings, evenings, weekends, right? Let's say I do that, right? And I don't even have like a family or like girl or a house or nothing, right? Is there a point where it's like, dang, bro, like, it's just not, like, I'm just too old to be doing this. You know what I mean?
Those thoughts are all because somebody said that and you believe that. Okay, so if you believe that, then it's true. If you don't believe that, then you're good. So the only reason you believe that, or you even have those thoughts, is because somebody else told you that.
Yeah.
Or you heard, like, you think that because
maybe not someone told it to me, but like,
you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like the world said it to you.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. It's interesting, right? Like, I think I have this struggle too, with this platform and stuff, and just, it's hard, bro. It's hard to chase your dreams. And now that you talked about that book, I want to read it.
Bro, it's really
because I struggle with that every day, and everybody else who's ever tried to chase their dreams or even follow their dreams even a little bit know that that's true, right? And it's hard, bro. Like, listen, if you want to be a producer, if you really want to be a beat maker, if your dream is to make beats for real, you should talk to real beat makers and realize how much of a, like, what you have to do that.
Well, and that's the thing, like, he said in amateur, everything's about passion and love and stuff. Mm-hmm. But when you turn pro, you realize that, like, you bring that, like, blue collar lunch pail mentality, where, like, you're showing up. If you're showing up every single day, no matter what, to do it, and it's not always that glorious, and you're not always like surrounded by, like, you know, sunshine and rainbows of your passion. You love doing it, but it's beyond that.
Well, I think we've had that discussion about this, right? And that's, we've had some friction between us because of that. And it's like, this isn't for fun.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
This is not for fun.
This is like,
because this is what I want to do.
Right.
And that's what you need to decide. And when you decide that, it can't be like, okay, today that's what I decided. Mm-hmm. And tomorrow I decided something else.
Right.
You know, like, it's, because that's why I really like that concept of going pro, because let's say you go to work and you're a professional substitute teacher at this point. Yeah. That's what you are. You are a professional substitute teacher. Okay. You get paid to be a substitute teacher. You're a professional.
Proud of it.
So what happens is, if you go to work one day and say, I want to be a professional teacher, cool. You can't then the next day say no.
Right.
Or you can't go 3 days out of 5. Right. Or 4 days out of 5. You can't do that. They will fire you and find another one. So if you go pro producing, if you go pro in podcasting, if you go pro in everything, bro, there's days where it sucks and you and like you hate it. But that's the thing. You're pro now. Yeah.
Because you hate your job on some days.
But there's a difference, right? Sometimes you hate your job because you know you're doing something that you don't like. But even when you love something, you're still days that you're gonna hate your job.
That's what I try to tell the kids too. I bet there's days where LeBron's not trying to practice.
Of course.
And he does it.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, by the way, dude, did you read that book?
I'm like, so I made like good progress, and then I hadn't read it in a while. But this is super interesting. It's mad interesting, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's right there. It's right there next to my bed.
It's called A First Rate Madness, and it looks at like historical figures.
It made sense to me right away, bro. It made sense to me.
Yep, I knew it would. It's about historical figures who have assumed positions of power, and how during a crisis, the leaders who struggled with depression, or there's like a trend, like during the some of the biggest crisis eras that we've had, it was leaders who had gone through a lot in their life, and also who had
it's mentally unhealthy.
Mentally
unhealthy,
mental illness, depression, like Abraham Lincoln, and JFK. Martin Luther King Jr. tried to commit suicide twice before he was 15. I don't know if you got to that point in the book yet, but like that stuff is crazy to me to think about. So.
No, it makes complete sense when you think about it, and it's very clear at the beginning of the book saying like it's not trying to glorify it. Right. It's not trying to glorify being mentally ill. It's just saying that in certain situations, being mentally ill will give you an advantage for being a big time leader. Like that.
Yeah.
But like in normal situations when everything is good, it's not good to be mentally ill.
Yeah.
It's better to be mentally stable most of the time.
Yeah, like Winston Churchill was not a good prime minister after World War II. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Anyways, yeah, that's all that. That stuff. Y'all should read those books. Had a little book talk, bro. A little book segment. Hold up.
We should start a book club, bro.
Dude, I'm down.
Should have started a book club.
Dude, I'm lucky to have a few really good friends who, if I even posted, hey, this is a good book, they'd probably read it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you post Bernstein Bears.
Yeah. Yo, dude.
No, I would read that too, though.
Man, those books, I went back and read those, and I regretted going back and reading them.
But that's the thing. I told you, like I don't know if we talked about this on a pod or what. Like you can't do that. You can't go. That's why I don't go back. I don't go back and watch movies like that are super old that I liked when I was a little kid, because I'm like, I was a little kid, bro. My brain was just way different.
Oh, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
I never seen it, but I
rewatched that as a grown man, and I was with two other people, and it was uncomfortable how little we were laughing. But I remember laughing really hard in high school.
See, like that movie, you should have just left it alone and let it be a good memory.
Yeah, but we were like, oh, this is a great movie, and then like I didn't laugh for like 20 minutes, and then like I only laughed at the part with Anthony Anderson at the drive-thru. Shout out to Anthony Anderson. But yeah, man. But some things, they stand the test of time. Hey Arnold, for example, gets better as an adult.
There's some episodes that aren't good.
Of Hey Arnold?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you could say that about everything.
I'm just saying, when I was a kid, there was no bad episode.
Speaking of music, bro, the music from Hey Arnold just hits my soul, man. I read a whole article about the music.
The music is really good.
Yeah, dude.
Do you have Hulu?
No, but I should get Hulu. It, dude.
I watch it. I watch it sometimes when I have nothing else to watch.
Beautiful jazz organ and just like, it's just so well aligned with the very real themes of the show about like adolescence.
For sure. You know how everybody says that they were jealous of Hey Arnold's room?
Yeah.
Or I don't know why I called him Hey Arnold, but
yeah, bro, it's just Arnold.
But there's no way that room wasn't like 1,000 degrees in the summer. Just wide open at the top. It was just it was just windows on the top at the very top of the building. There's no way that room wasn't 1,000 degrees.
Yo, was Helga the only character that had a last name?
I don't even remember her name. I just remember the Beeper King was her
Helga
dad.
Pataki, dog.
Huh?
Bob's Beepers. Helga Pataki was her name, man.
Her dad was the Beeper King.
Yeah. Dang. Shout out to Hey Arnold. Yo, real quick, bro. We only got like a few minutes.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about The Last Dance, just to plug the content you got coming out about that.
Yeah. So like every week, right after the this week, so it's a little late. I've been having exporting issues and posting it issues, or whatever. But every week the episodes drop. On Monday, I posted my reactions to the previous 2 episodes. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep doing that. The last one was Rodman. Focus on Rodman. So you'll see my reactions once I post. I'll probably post that soon. I don't know what day this is gonna come out, but whenever it'll be before this, you would have already seen it by the time this came out. But what have been your like overall reactions to the series? You liked it so far or no?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think, because I watched it with a non-sports fan, and that was a really like
interesting thing.
Well, it was helpful for me to be objective about it. You know what I mean? Like, what makes this different? And like, I was almost wondering, like, does it make a documentary better if a non-sports fan can get a lot out of it? And Patrick's been really into it so far. That's my cousin. He's not a huge sports guy, but he's been.
It's all about storytelling, bro.
Yeah,
if you can tell a story well, it don't matter what it's about.
Yep, exactly. So, I think that has this going for it. And also I love it's not that it's telling a story that we all knew, but there's like things we didn't know.
I was about to say, no, I don't think any of us really knew all this stuff.
But there's been a lot that we did already know.
Yeah,
but like that's why I was like, I kind of was expecting there was going to be even more stuff revealed that we didn't know yet, but we're only 4 episodes in, so I'm actually just hoping that like it starts to pick up in that area. You know what I mean? Because so far there's been a few moments where I was like, oh, I didn't know that, but like I thought the whole thing was gonna be there.
To be honest with you, I thought the first episode was not like good.
I was okay with it not being that good because it was just establishing the context.
It was just like, I was just like, okay, so I already knew all this. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like after the first episode.
Right.
The second episode was cool because they brought in like the Scotty drama and they showed more of like how bad they were treating Jerry Krause. I mean, I know, like I don't have respect. Like I have respect for him, but I don't have like. I blame him for a lot of the stuff that went wrong. Yeah. But still, you shouldn't talk to no men like that.
I did not know they were berating him like that.
But like, you know, Michael's been, we've all known like a bunch of stories about him about just crossing the line a little bit. So it doesn't surprise me, but still.
Yeah.
And the Rodman stuff was crazy. I wish they would have went a little bit deeper into some wild stories, but.
Or like I know about Rodman's upbringing a little bit more, and I wanted Patrick to learn about all that, but they didn't really.
But it's about Michael Jordan, bro. Like the thing is about Michael Jordan. So like.
Yeah. All right, dude. Well, we only got a minute and a half before we get kicked out of our own video. So, you got episodes coming out for that, though.
For sure.
Okay. Dope. All right, y'all. That's Bench Mob. We back at it. We're going to be back at it weekly. So make sure you tune in. And again, tune in for Trevor's Last Dance recaps. And stay good, y'all.
I love y'all. Shout out Pete. Shout out everybody who loves us. And yeah, I love you guys so much, for real. Thank you.
Hey, shout out Glory Days. We'd be playing right now, but that's all right. Shout out Glory Days.
Be easy.